Hello, today I am going to teach you how to solve the final assessment for week 5. Its name is Logical and Lookup Functions. I already downloaded the Excel workbook and I already done the assessment, and now I want to teach you how to do it. The first question is, on the attendance sheet is a table showing people who will be attending our next event. We wish to include a welcome pack for people who are relatively new. In case 7, create a calculation to check if the start date is on or after the date shown in U14. If it is, put the text new in the column. Otherwise, leave it blank. What is the number of new people as shown in W14? Okay, in my column K, I already done this, and this is a if function. I only have to do this logical test. Start date is greater or equal than U14. If it's true, put the value new. If it's false, leave it blank. And they are asking for the value shown in W14, that actually is B14, and it is 45. The second question, if functions allow for a maximum of 3 arguments, it is true. You can see right here. These 3 arguments are the logical test, the value if true, and the value if false. Third question. We wish to give a gift to loyal members. In L7, create a calculation to put the value gift in the cell. If the attendance joined before 2016 or has attended 6 or more events. Otherwise, leave it blank. I already done this. And this is an if function with OR. The first logical is compare start year with 2016, and the second logical is compare number of events that it is greater or equal than 6. If any of these logical tests are true, Excel will show you the word gift. Otherwise, Excel will leave it blank. And the value on U24 is 2002. The next question is, the organizers have decided that they cannot afford so many gifts. Change the formula so that only returns gift if the attendee joined before 2016 and they have attended a minimum of 6 events. What is the updated number of gifts required as shown in U24? Okay, for doing this, I just have to change the OR for an AND. And what it's going to do that function is that it will have to be through both logical tests, not only one. And my new value is 41. Question 6. Prices for the event are shown in B7, B8. Are those ones. People attending for just one day pay 350, but people attending more than one day pay 300 per day. Column and tell us how many days they will be attending this column. Create a calculation in O7 that will check how many days they are attending and calculate the correct course accordingly. Again, we need an if function, and this time I'm going to compare the days with if it's 1, it will show you 350, but it is false, it will show me 300. And I'm going to multiply this if function for the number of days that they will be attending. What is the total cost for all attendance as shown in U25? Is this one. Number 6. Discounts are awarded to loyal members. People who have attended 3 or more events get a 20% discount of the full price. People who have attended between 5 and 9 events get a $50 discount of the full price. If the attendance does not qualify for a discount, they will pay the full price. In column P, calculate the price after discount. For example, for someone attending for 1 day who has attended 6 events, the after discount price will be $300. What is the total after discount price as shown in U26? Okay, I'm going to explain this formula because it's a tricky one. And I am doing an if test. Actually nested ifs. First if. I am comparing the events, the number of events that have attended, if it's smaller than 10. Okay, no. If it's greater than 10. If it's they will show me the price minus the price with the 20%. If it is false, I'm going to do another if, and this time I'm going to compare if the event is between 5 and 9 using an AND function. If this number is between 5 and 9, I'm going to put the price and minus the $50 of discount. And if it has no discount, I'm just going to type the price again. Okay. And they are asking us for the value on U25. That it's this one. But here isn't list, so I type the nearest, that it's this one. But it's an error from this page. Number 7. Attendants are awarded a status based on how many events they have attended as shown in C19 U22. Are these ones. Attendants who have attended 1 to 9 events get bronze, 10 to 19 silver, 20 to 21 gold, and 30 plus get platinum. In column M, use a calculation to determine each attendance status. What is the total numbers of silver attendants as shown in B20? For doing this, I just use a simple lookup, actually a range lookup, and I am comparing the number of events on this range. I put $signs that it is a no relative array, an absolute array, and I need the second column of this array. I am performing this as a range lookup. That is why I'm not putting nothing on the fourth argument of the formula. And they're asking for the silver, that is 72. When using an approximate or range VLOOKUP, like I did with this formula, with the formula for the question of above, the last argument is optional, but when using an exact match VLOOKUP, the last argument must be set to false or 0. This sentence is true. And we have already work with it, and we are going to work later with VLOOKUP to comprove. Column F contains the organization code for each attendee. Use this information to look up the organization name from the list provided in the lookup list sheet. I already convert all of this data into tables. The first one I have named it like as TBL organization, the second one TBL country, and the third one TBL meal. We are going to be working with the first table for the question number 9. And this is a way to address this problem, but you actually can do it with a VLOOKUP. I'm going to explain you first the XLOOKUP. We are looking for the country code on the TBL country codes, the column country codes. And Excel will return me the TBL country. If Excel doesn't found it, it just give me blank, and I want an exact match. Okay. The other way to do this is with a VLOOKUP. I'm going to look for this value on my TBL organization. And my call index num is the second one, and I want an exact match. And as you can see, I'm sorry, it was on the TBL country table. Okay, I am doing the wrong the question that we are addressing is this one, the organization name, and it's the same. We are looking for the organization code, and we are looking on the organization table on the organization code column. They are going to return me the name. If not found, just leave it blank, and I want an exact search. And you can do it with a lookup. I'm going to look up this on my TBL organization and the second call index. And I want a exact match. And as you can see, is exactly the same if you do it with an XLOOKUP and with an VLOOKUP. And they are asking for the value in B15, that is 5. The country code for each attendee is shown in column H. Use this information to look up the country name from the list provided in the lookup list sheet. Now, why the VLOOKUP didn't work with this? As you can see, the lookup value that we want to look is the country code. And in my TBL country is on the second column. That's why VLOOKUP doesn't work for addressing this problem. And that's why I choose to work with an XLOOKUP. And just for remind you, I'm looking for the country code on my table country on my column country codes. And Excel will return me the country of my country table. If didn't found, just leave it blank, and I want an exact match. Okay? Value in B16 is 111. In question 10, you had to look up the country name. This should be done using an XLOOKUP or a combination of a VLOOKUP and match. It is false. Actually, it can be done with a combination of index and match, but VLOOKUP and match, no. And the last question is, there are 7 seating areas labeled A to G. Seats are located according to country of origin and type of meal as shown in the lookup matrix in the lookup list sheet. It's this matrix. As I have told you, I did a table and named it TBL meal. Create a calculation in column R to look up the correct seating area for each attendee. For doing this, I did an index and match because I have to match the rows with the country code and the columns with the meal. Okay? And the formula is this one. Index, where is all of this information that I want to return? It's on the TBL meal. For the row, I want to match the country code, in this case US, with the table, but in the country column. And I want that exact match. And for the column, I want to match my meal, in this case vegan, with the headers of my table meal. And I want an exact match. Okay, just to show you how it works, I am looking for US and vegan on my table. And as you can see, US is here and vegan is here. So Excel has returned me the F. Okay. And they're asking for the value in U34, that it's 62. And this is how you solve this final assessment.